If you like to cook in your RV, I'm going to show you today a fantastic tool that you can use. Welcome to Two Camping Gurus. If you like camping in the great outdoors, you are in the right place. Stick around to the end of this video so we can show you how you can get your free ebook and pre-trip checklist to make sure you and your rig are ready for the road. Now, let's get into today's content. Today, we're going to make some soup. So we're going to plug it in, start to warm it up while we're cutting up the stuff to go into the Power Pressure Cooker XL. Now, I know this is I don't know which one came first, but you hear a lot about the Instant Pot, and I had this one given to me, that's why we're using it. And I am not using Instant Pot. I've heard a lot of good things about them as well. I'm guessing that this is about the same as that, and so far this has worked fantastic. And I believe the prices are probably about the same online. I'm not sure. Let's get started. All right, we're going to cut up some celery. That's about as far as I'm going to go down with the celery. We're also going to cut up some onions. Onions are all cut up. Really the purpose is just to show you how easy this is to use to make a good sized meal that's going to last you on the road, so it's less cleanup, less cooking, because once you cook this you're going to be able to warm this up and eat it for 3 or 4 days, depending on how big you make it. So far that's what we got here. We got some peppers, some celery and onions in there. Now normally I do put my chicken in first and let it start to sizzle in the bottom. I'm not sure why I didn't this time. Now I use frozen vegetables, and I try to stay away from corn because corn is, got a lot of sugar and stuff in it. I'm going to be using just some diced carrots and some peas. I'll probably use half this bag. Now I get those in there. Now I'm going to cut up the chicken. Now a tip on cutting up chicken breasts, when they're all complete, I'm assuming if it's frozen. If you buy it fresh, it's a different story. But these ones are frozen. If you're going to defrost it, I don't defrost it all the way because it cuts a lot easier when you get down to the smaller pieces. You're able to really get them a lot, it kind of holds its shape a little better. And we're going to do the same with this one as well. So like I said earlier, normally I would have this already in there and starting to warm up, but I didn't. So when you plug it in, it's going to beep. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there you go. Alright, so it's starting to warm up now. So this is 4 cups to start with. I don't make my soups the same every time. I am going to put a couple chicken bouillon cubes in this particular one. I have put chicken stock in before, out of the pre-made that's from the store. But I don't put a lot of this because I have a lot of stuff, the chicken stuff in there, and I add a lot of my own spices. Now, I know it says to dissolve these in water before you put them in your soup. However, I've never done it. Well, I can't say never, but typically I don't, because once this thing gets going, this is a boiling cauldron, and it all mixes. Those break down, and there's nothing left of when it's done. And trust me, I've had to cover off with this thing going full bore without pressurizing it, and it is a eruption of activity. And now, after that, I just add some flavoring. So this here is garlic powder. And again, I am not a person that measures typically. My dad was a cook for years and years. So it's time to put a little bit of red pepper in there. Not a lot, maybe some cayenne pepper. But again, just a little bit. Oregano, there's some oregano, so we're going to put some of that in there. All right, that's really going to probably do it for this batch. I'm going to go ahead and put the cover on. And what I usually do is I set put the cover on like that, and then you're going to turn it so it locks. Maybe. So when you first plug it in, it's going to come on, and you're going to select what you want to cook. For me, I'm going to put soup. And it starts off at 10 minutes. I'm going to up it to 30 minutes. And then we're just going to leave it to do its thing. And you'll see it start to, hopefully it will, it kind of just does this little twirly thing. As it's heating up, then slowly building pressure. The last thing you want to do is make sure your pressure knob on the back here is set to build pressure, not on the release mode. Mine's worn off. One thing I would say, if they can make some adjustments, the markings are worn off it. Now I know where it needs to be. So we'll put it there. That's it. And then we just wait for it to do its thing. All right, so like I said, we're just gonna wait for it to do its thing now. It's got to build its pressure, and it will beep when it's done. And when it's done, if I don't come to it right away, it's just going to stay in keep warm mode. But I'll tell you, I've used this several times, and it's great. I like to make a lot of soups, trying to eat healthier anyway, so I don't add anything as much as I can, not unhealthy items in here. I make different soups all the time, but this is a great thing for RVing and campers. It's definitely friendly for that. You have one pot to clean up when you're done, because you're putting it all right in here, and it tastes great. So we're gonna let this cook up, and then we'll show you once it's all done what it looks like. Yeah, it's been about 5 minutes, and we heard the last little hiss out of here before it's sealed. And now, any time now, this will start its countdown for the time that you selected. During the warm-up time, and when it's not under pressure, it's not actually counting down yet. But you can see now, I can't remove the lid. It's locked in place, and that's what you want. Okay, so you can see it's reached full pressure now, and now the timer is starting to count down. From the time I closed the lid, it's probably been a total of maybe 10 minutes or so to get to this point. That's why I usually turn it on ahead of time while I'm putting stuff in, and it's a lot quicker. So even still, this whole thing is going to be about 40 minutes until you can eat it, which is not bad considering how good it tastes and how simple it is to do. All right, it's done. Take the pressure off.
Well, you made it to the end of the video. Hopefully you found something in this video that was helpful, useful. If nothing else, maybe we entertained you. And like I said at the beginning, you want that pre-trip checklist and ebook? You can go right down in the description, click on the link, it'll take you right over to it. Don't forget to do that. Also, swing over to our website at twocampinggurus.com. We provide a lot of this information there as well, and some of it in written form if you prefer to read. So make sure you head over there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and as always, happy camping. We'll see you in the next video.